Mason just
All right.
hit a fly.
Get up. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
All right.
That was Mason.
Yeah, Mason's here
thanks
too.
For chiming
I guess
in,
we
Mason.
should like.
Oh
yeah, we didn't really. We didn't.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome back to the. Have you seen a pod? No. Wait.
Nope, you're
Nope.
close. You're close.
I was too early.
And Gideon, that's the one time you're able to do that. You just lost it. Welcome back to Stages of the Game,
You're right. I'm.
aka
Balls.
handling balls.
I thought we were going balls.
Balls. Okay. And Balls, the special NBA edition, where we talk about everything NBA. You chimed in a little on our Lakers talk.
Yeah, we'll get back to the Lakers, but
Yeah, that shit show. But yeah, well, I guess we can talk about it right now.
Let's
We
just
need
go
to
into
talk
the
about
fight.
Yeah. What do you think about that fight, Gideon?
I mean,
This
I love it.
Chris Paul Rondo feud has been going on for some time.
it's been.
They do not like each
It was
other.
when it started when CP3 was in New Orleans and Rondo was still Boston Rondo.
Yeah. Oh, I know. This has been brewing.
This was magical, if we're being honest. This is good old NBA. This is Malice in the Palace, but like a very child version.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a PG version.
It's a very lame version of Mouse and House.
The best part is it's not even of like Rondo and Chris Paul. It's Brandon Ingram just running in and just throwing a right.
Just the most
rookie
move. The most rookie move you can possibly do.
It was the most unathletic punch
don't
I've
even-
ever seen thrown.
It went 0 to 10 in like 2 seconds. Like out of nowhere, Brandon Ingram's
He just flies in. Just the most ugly straight right.
This would have been if it was anyone but Chris Paul, who I believe is the biggest pussy in NBA. He's amazing. I'll give you that. But
He's soft.
Everyone hate. I mean, they don't hate him, but everyone dislikes Chris Paul. Everything I've
No,
heard
everybody
is-
hates Chris
yeah,
Paul.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
we'll
let's
say
just-
that. Which I'm not a big Rondo fan either.
Like-
but I'm going 12 rounds. I would say Rondo would most likely have killed Chris Paul.
Do you think Rondo spit on him or was it accidental?
Oh, he spit on him.
Did you?
100%. I've seen the footage. I've seen the.
I have too, but like
I've seen the
it's
FBI
almost
style
impossible
breakdown.
to see like
It's 100%.
was it on purpose?
Yes, absolutely. Did he spit on a loogie in his face on purpose? Yeah.
It's just a little bit of spittle. It's not like he like hocked a loogie in his mouth. Like
No, it's on. That's on. It's on. I'm not even blown away that he spit at him. I mean, it's basketball.
All I know-
Things get crazy.
what happened
But
first?
I do 100% believe he did.
Did
spit
Chris
on
Paul
him.
poke him in the face before or after he spit on him?
I don't.
Mason, pull up the fight video real fast. Let's go back to the tape.
I don't know, but I think Rondo was gonna spit on Chris Paul, no
He
matter
was gonna
what. if
do
he
it
got-
either way.
No matter if he poked
He
him in
just
the
didn't give a
eye or
fuck.
yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure Chris Paul poked him and then he spit on him. And if you poke me in the face, I'm gonna spit in your mouth. That's
No, don't spit on any. I mean, that's the one thing you
it's the
don't
most,
do in a.
it's the most ridiculous thing to do
It
in
is.
a
It's
pro
absolutely,
basketball
yeah.
game.
And even when you know that the other guy can't do
First of all,
anything.
James Harden gets pushed like a
Yeah,
pussy.
and he does nothing.
He does
Absolutely
nothing.
just shuts-
Soft.
Just shuts down.
Look at Ingram. Why is fucking Plastic Man out here the toughest guy on the court?
I don't know, but what about LeBron going and backing up?
I
Chris
know.
Paul?
Go grab Chris Paul. Jesus,
that's a
the
true
banana
teammate.
boat.
That's a
Oh
true
shit! Here we go. Brendan Ingram, calm down.
Ingram was obviously still fired up from the script with Harden.
Yeah, that
Harden.
one push.
Rondo leaves immediately. See, yeah, and there's LeBron backing up his best
What is
friend.
Carmelo gonna do? Carmelo's out here talking shit too.
I don't know, that old fat man. He can't.
Damn, that girl was pretty hot though.
Look at James and Paul.
What? Okay.
So that's
Okay.
3. So hard foul on Harden. Brandon Ingram, he's fired up.
Okay.
See, that
first of all,
That
that's
should
technical.
have been an injection right
Yeah,
there.
he's an idiot. Like, act
full-on
like you've been there before.
full
There,
on push. That's almost.
he has no muscle definition whatsoever either. Like him out here pushing people is just ridiculous.
Yeah, so it was. I think no, it was 100% the spit, and then Rondo poked the eye. That's how it played.
Yeah.
Because Chris Paul even goes, he like wipes his face off. He's like, "What the hell was that?" He's shocked by it, but yeah, see,
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And then, bam! He caught him with a nice left, though. The worst part is Chris Paul throws the slap underneath.
As far as basketball punches go, Rondo had a pretty good.
It was a nice hook, man.
Usually, basketball players, they're not. They're big,
unless
lengthy.
you're Ron Artest.
Well, yeah, unless you've been in 100 fights like
Him,
Ron, and I can't even imagine how many street fights. Yeah, that was a bad team. I mean, those were some bad guys.
I was about to say, I was like, they were good.
No, they were good, but those were.
But they were bad dudes.
Oh yeah. That was a good era for basketball with the Jailblazers, and that was a gritty.
Everybody fought everybody.
Gritty, yeah,
it was a random day. It was a good day. If
let's talk
nobody
about the backlash. How
other.
on this fight, everyone was freaking out. How crazy it was that these guys got in a fight. Or
everybody,
whatever.
calm down. This is how soft this country is. It wasn't even that big of a fight.
There's
always people freaking out
when you have these full-grown, insanely athletic men on a very physical sport. There's gonna be fights, of course. This is what they do for a living.
Literally, everybody's fucking emotions are high.
Yes, every game they're putting it all out there to win. Of course, there's gonna be scruffs and everything. And as far as since the dawn of the NBA, there's been fights. Yeah, there's never not been. So
we saw Wilt and Bill Russell almost fight each other. Like Michael Jordan was punching teammates. Like,
oh yeah, Shaq fucking fought Barkley all the goddamn time.
They try to fight each other still.
Now they have a show together. It's not. But that was really strange to me that everyone was really freaking out. But that is just the craziest thing ever.
The weirdest part was the suspensions given out.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Ingram got 4, Rondo got
2,
and then Chris Paul got 3. I thought Chris Paul got the worst of them. Or Chris Paul got 1.
And I know that they sent that spit I thought they would have given him more suspension.
I thought at least Brandon Ingram was getting 10, but
yeah, hold on.
For just running in and throwing an ugly punch.
Good. Well, I'm glad. I'd rather have him in there. I don't want to see him for more than 3 games or whatever, even though it was a crazy fight. But come on, it's NBA. Let him fight once in a while. Let him go at it.
Let him
They should
brawl.
Hockey rules it.
To be fair, though, everybody in the NBA is soft.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well,
like
they
Harden,
play basketball so they don't have to be hit.
Like Harden, when he gets pushed,
almost all these players,
he was shot. He was like, ah!
Oh, yeah.
Help me.
Well, that's Harden. I just spilled water all down myself. Let's just keep going.
Balls.
Welcome to balls. Ball. Okay, I actually. There's a puddle in this chair. Sorry,
all right.
This chair's gonna be wet now. All right.
Well, let's go. So, the resurgence of D Rose.
Yeah, we have to talk about
Halloween.
Benjamin Button himself, Father Time, turning back the clock. Very spooky.
If anybody else deserves this, it was Derrick Rose.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like for the
let's talk about that Minnesota team who could be great.
This team, they've always had potential to be great.
Well, on paper, that team is stacked.
Their bench is great.
It's their locker room problems.
Well, I mean, Jimmy Butler being the most dramatic superstar in all of basketball right now is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, and he's in more on if he wants to go to Houston at this point.
Okay,
he needs. We'll talk about Houston later, but I mean, I like this Minnesota team a lot more than I like that Houston team right now.
And the thing is, he wants to go play with other good players. Is Karl Anthony Towns not a good player?
Yeah, is Teague not a good player? You
don't even have to like Wiggins. I don't like Wiggins, but he's still good.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that team is fucking
Well, this team has a ceiling.
And Taj Gibson. It's a lot of old Chicago players when Chicago was decent.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. Well, let's look at the head coach,
yeah,
Mr. Tom Thibodeau. I'm still surprised they didn't sign Noah.
It's an odd. He's an odd man, I'll tell you that.
He runs the basketball team like it's still 1996.
I know he
100% refuses to grow with the times. He will not shoot 3-pointers.
And he is in love with Jimmy Butler.
He is. He loves him.
I remember when he played Jimmy Butler preseason game all 4 quarters. This was like 2 years ago.
You think at this point he's literally just doing this because he knows Jimmy Butler wants to leave? Like he's just holding on to him to be a dick?
Oh, I mean, I would
like,
too.
Is it just pettiness at this point?
No, although he does want to get traded, he still goes out there and plays, and he said he was going to play as hard as he can. Well, to be
fair, he did. When they played the Lakers earlier this week, he hit that clutch 3 to ice the game. They do still need Jimmy Butler. As good as this team is, they definitely still need Jimmy Butler.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But let's finish talking about Rose, huh?
Oh,
50 points. Coming off
the bench.
Coming off the bench, but coming off an injury that
usually multiple.
Yeah.
Not one, not 2.
And he's missed more than 100 games because of injuries. This is it.
He's literally missed over half his career.
I don't think people realize just how insane this is, where someone comes off that and scores his first 50-point game. This looks like MVP Rose.
Yeah, it does. It looks like 2011, 2010
honestly,
Derrick Rose. Just the way he moved, the way he was dribbling, it all looked so smooth again.
Because he was getting up there on his fucking jumps and everything.
We've seen flashes of it, but we've never seen a full game where Derrick Rose was Derrick Rose. Was the thing. Like we've seen flashes.
not since Chicago vintage Rose, where he was just unstoppable.
Well, yeah, when he won the MVP, like people forget, Derrick Rose had the potential to be Michael Jordan in Chicago.
Oh yeah, he was.
Like he really did.
At the time, he was one of the best point guards I've ever seen play the game. His spin move was the quickest spin move I've ever seen.
His game was so close to Penny Hardaway's, like it was almost ridiculous to watch them play. Like, because if you watch Penny's highlights, you can see it exactly in the way D Rose played.
But I'm glad he kept with it, because a lot of guys would have retired.
A lot of people would have just called.
And even though he's younger, but coming up, missing 100 games, going to New York.
And then New York pretty much ruining your career, almost attempting to ruin your career.
Being on that horrible New York team, and then coming to Minnesota where they weren't very good, but now...
And we're a place where realistically they didn't want him, is really what it came down to. They didn't need him.
No. I would have loved to have taken Rose off the bench for any team. I mean, I'm talking Trailblazers, but I mean, that's just...
Any team...
But of course, when he came over to Minnesota, he wasn't...
No, he wasn't shit. Well, he's on a minimum contract right now. He's only making like $5 million right now.
But right now, he's playing like a point guard starter on any team.
He's playing like one of the best point guards in the league. I don't know how he did last night, but I don't think he did that great. But I do know that he's played very well this entire season out of the first 10 games. And now that with Jeff Teague injured... Yeah, so he barely played last night with 5 minutes and 1 3-pointer.
I wonder why.
I don't know, but
because it was against the Warriors. Were they getting killed?
No, I thought it was close. It was close up until the Warriors took over in the fourth.
Yeah,
it's pretty much like playing the Warriors.
But it couldn't happen to a better guy, I think.
Honestly,
that video of him crying,
nobody else deserves it more than Derrick Rose.
For sure. I was proud of him even though I have no connection to him at all. I mean, I'm not his dad by any means. But I was awesome. It was
have to feel for it. And I mean, that's what makes sports so great, especially this sport, is you do see guys like this get kind of a redemption shot. We saw Grant Hill get some redemption after his multiple injuries. Like, for a guy
Minnesota is the redemption town. They'll take anyone.
They really will.
If you were great at one time, doesn't matter when. At any time, if you're great, we'll take you back.
That's what they took Brett Favre.
I think Garnett's still riding the bench. I don't know. I think he's still in there. I don't think
they ever retired. Fucking hoodie. Just
But
on the bench with that goddamn hoodie up.
yeah, Minnesota loves to give second chances.
Yep.
And they'll do it for you. But
Just like Brett Favre.
yep.
Old
See?
Brett in his 50s.
But yeah, 50 points, that's insane. And his first 50-point game. That's almost more surprising that he's never gotten a 50-point game
Yeah.
since. But
Is that the most impressive thing you've seen all season so far?
oh yeah. This will be hard to beat. It's got to be. I mean,
We have seen some cool.
Yeah,
for this, we're like, what, 3 weeks in, and we've seen some ridiculous shit so far.
we've seen a Golden State.
Klay Thompson.
92 points and a half. Klay Thompson with.
60? Was it 60 points?
Well, no, I thought it was. How many threes, though? Was it
11. 14? No, it was 14.
14, yeah, because he had to beat Steph. Yeah, 14 3-pointers.
It's sad that this team can literally do anything to anybody.
I shit you not, watching the game, he was just throwing up. Even guys were playing good defense.
It doesn't matter the defense you play. You could literally play the best defense ever, and they're going to hit the shot.
Yeah, it's...
Because if Clay's not playing well, Steph's usually playing well. If Steph's not playing well, Kevin Durant's usually playing well. If Kevin Durant's not playing well, somebody's going to play well.
Yeah, I mean, anyone, that whole starting five has the potential of any one of those players going off. Draymond can go off. I mean, it's...
They don't even have Boogie yet.
Yeah, I know. It's
Like,
so ridiculous.
one of the best centers in the league hasn't even stepped on the court yet.
Yeah, and this team's scoring 92 points.
Why don't they have him?
He's he should be out to like March with an ACL injury.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something. If this team really tries, do you think they can? You think they can pull off 74 wins?
Oh, man. I don't see... I mean, I don't... Yeah, I don't see... I mean, something... Because like you said, anyone can go off. So, I mean...
Like,
A lot of guys have to have a bad night for this team to lose. A
Yeah.
lot of guys have to have a bad night, which is unlikely for multiple people to not to
well,
be
they
cold.
only need one guy, and they have 4 of them.
Yeah, exactly. And it's I mean, they can beat you anywhere. And not even that, but their defense is good. They can beat you in the fast break. It's
Their transition game's impossible, especially when you have 2 dudes who jack up half-court threes and drill them.
you have to play man-to-man. You have to play the closest man-to-man you could possibly play.
And then you can't even play that close because if they put up a shot, it might go in.
Well, you can't play that close because if they, I mean...
They're going to draw you in like Harden does.
They'll drive in, everyone will collapse, they'll pass it out, and they'll kill you from 3.
Yep.
Or they'll just take the inside shot, which they can easily.
Kevin Durant, probably the best at navigating lanes and getting that easy dunk.
Yeah.
This entire team is just...
No, it's...
They might be the greatest team in basketball history, is really what we're coming to. Especially if they win a 4th title this year, which... right now in the West, there's nobody that can compete with them.
No, I don't.
There's not one team in the West.
It's just ridiculous, though. It makes me so mad how many players they have.
But you can't even be mad because it's not like they did anything shady to get them. Everybody took less money to play in a better culture.
No, but I mean, I'm mad that players are willing to group up and whatnot when it used to be extremely competitive and you would never see 2 All-Stars. I mean, go to another team. I mean, it's almost everyone usually used to ride it out or whatnot. Now we have guys, these are super teams. I mean, usually a team builds into a super team.
Yeah.
Not where you require all the pieces, but getting Kevin Durant and the fact that these guys are willing to take such a pay cut just to win a championship. But, hey, you got to do what you got to do, I guess.
Well, I mean, I just feel like that's the time we're in, though. I mean, it's not...
It would be easily changed if we said there was no cap or whatever, cap. So players got paid,
what they want to get paid.
Get paid. And then we would see that teams would not have the money or the stake to get 5 All-Stars because Steph would be he'd be taking all your money. I mean, or he would go to another team that could give them all their money.
Yep.
So
let me ask you
that's
this.
what I think needs to happen.
We're talking about the Warriors. They can only sign 2 of these guys to the big contract. So somebody's got to go. Who doesn't stay this year?
Man, to me, Clay can go and be the guy anywhere he goes. I mean, any team he can pick, he can be the guy.
Do you think he would really leave though?
I don't know.
Because the only thing I can think of, the only person I could really see leaving is Kevin Durant, especially after he's come out and said, "Yeah, it's about money. Like, you better pay me."
Yeah.
And if they can't pay him that fucking 225 5-year that ultra max contract, if they can't pay him that, he'll go find someone who can.
But I fucking think he loves winning championships.
I think he does too, but I don't think he.
And that was the whole reason. That was the whole reason he went to Golden State.
100%.
Was to
He knew.
win championships. Yeah. So I mean, as soon as there's an inkling that maybe they won't win a championship, he'll probably bounce out of there, or he'll try to get out of there. When's his contract?
It's this year.
Yeah.
He only signed a 1-year deal. He's just been doing 1-1.
Yeah. It's gonna be they'll have to sign Boogie too, right?
Steve Kerr came out and pretty much said, "Hey, we probably can't sign Boogie back.
Yeah.
So let's just get him this championship and send him on his way." But the thing is like they can really. Draymond's up for a contract. Clay and Kevin Durant are. So it's like someone's gotta go. There's no way they're gonna be able to sign all three of them for that max money that they're all gonna want. Because Draymond is gonna want a big contract, and justifiably so. He's the heart and soul of that team, but
I do not think Draymond is worth what he thinks he's worth.
I think
even though he's great in Golden State and they love him and everything, and he's a great defender and everything.
I think you could put him on any team and he would just work. And not like offensively, but like, you know how Marcus Smart, you can't quantify grit in basketball.
Yeah.
Like Marcus Smart, Draymond Green, they have that grit that is almost unfound in today's game.
Yeah, well, they're fucking workhorses. I gotta give them that. I fucking hate Draymond Green.
Exactly,
with all
but
my heart.
You only hate Draymond Green because he's not on your team. If he was on your team, you would love the fuck out of Draymond Green.
I honestly think Draymond Green is the Draymond Green we know because he fits so well into that Golden State team. I don't know if he could go over to, I don't know, a shitty team and make them amazing.
No.
I don't think
he always has to be on a good team.
Exactly. I don't think he has that capability where he could go to.
But I think he's like he's a perfect third piece.
Yeah.
So if you have two good guys already, bringing in that muscle or that mouth them.
It helps with him being able to get the ball down low.
Yeah.
And then.
He's
also the defense collapsing in and him being able to pass to
he's
anyone
a very
on that
good
team.
passer.
Yeah.
His court vision is...
He's a very good passer, but anyone on that team can hit his shots.
True.
You can pass it to anyone with 100% confidence that shot. If it's open,
they're going to
hit it.
Yeah.
Which has got to be fucking nice to be on a team.
Makes sense because as of right now, Steph is shooting 50.9% from three.
Yeah. Have you seen what his warm-ups have become?
Yes! In the tunnel, he's throwing out ridiculous shots and makes them.
Yeah, and he has like this whole it's like he's incorporating the people that have to warm up with him.
Yeah.
So that he's doing these same things, but they're his actual warm-ups. It's like shots of him sitting in the bleachers, throwing
it up, and it's all going in, and the crowd's hella confused.
Yeah, it's insane. I've never seen anything like it. He's the most pure shooter that's in the history of the NBA.
Is he the greatest shooter of all time?
I think by far.
You put him over like Reggie, Ray, Larry Bird.
Yeah. It's just no one's taking the shots he's taking.
But I feel like I don't know if we can give him that title, just considering the fact like the league today is built for him to be this good. Like, but back in like when Reggie, Ray, and Larry were playing. There was hand checking, and the game was so much more physical, and you couldn't get these shots off. Like if those three were to play in today's era, would they be better than they were already? Because I feel like Larry Bird today.
Oh, I think Ray Allen for sure. Except Ray Allen, he has had the goddamn quickest release of all time. So that's what made Ray Allen impossible to guard was how quick that goddamn release.
Very
was.
true.
So he did not get. Well, he did get fouled a lot, but it was a foul after the shot most of the time. But Yeah, Reggie Miller. Yeah, it's hard to
It's
say.
hard
but,
to say, but it's just one of those.
I mean,
things
the
where
NBA
it's
is by far the softest it's ever been.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, it's definitely
sure.
geared toward offense.
But I don't. Yeah.
Like they've made all these rules for.
But
the
none
offense
of
to flourish.
none of those. I've never seen players take the shots that he's taking with the confidence that he has, where he's taking it from
Where
the
he's
fucking
taking
logo.
it and then turning around.
but consistently hitting those shots. Those shots where you. I mean, it's
the moment when he turns around before the shot lands is really what it comes down to.
Yeah,
because he knows it's in, and the bench knows it's in.
But it's you can tell it's someone who's just taken 1 million shots in his life. Just practice. Where I mean, we talk about his warm ups, but he can consistently hit from any part of the basketball court. I mean, it doesn't have to be on the court.
He's range.
Yeah, he just knows. He knows exactly what it takes. I mean, it's insane. But he's.
Yeah, he even hit us with the Jordan shrug when he played the Wizards. He had a Jordan shrug moment.
Jordan shrug that was against the Trailblazers when they played. That was when he scored.
Yep.
81. Was it? Was that the one? Was that his most?
I thought he just scored. I thought it was like 39. I don't
Yeah,
think it was that much.
It was in that game where he scored. Yeah, but that exactly in that game, and I've seen that Jordan game, but it's the exact same thing where Steph Curry, where it was just everything he put up.
You watch it and you think it's going in.
Yeah,
like he's the only player in the league, and like as a Cavs fan, I watched him 4 years in a row burn us. Where every time he had to put up a shot, in my head I was like, God, that's fucking in.
Yeah, it's
fucking ridiculous. I've never not a guy in my life that I've been able to watch. What have I seen like? When he shoots the ball, I just assume it's then. It's in. Like the game's already done.
And not only that, but he probably has the second best shooter in the league on his team too, with Klay Thompson, where he's just
and also probably the second. He's one of the top 5 best defenders in the league. So anything Steph can't do defensively, Klay Thompson takes care of for him.
Just look at that, yeah.
And
you can't.
We don't even mention the killer handles. It sounds like we're just trying to fuck Steph Curry right now, but. Now that I think about it, but when you have a team this good, it's almost impossible to.
Yeah, if you're a basketball fan, you have to appreciate what this.
It's amazing basketball.
I mean, you can hate it. You can absolutely hate it. I mean, like I don't love it. I don't love how many players that they got, and because it's never been done before in such a way where. But I mean, you gotta admit
they're fun to watch.
They're fun. Yeah, they're.
Like you can say anything you want about the Warriors, but goddamn, they're fun to watch. I don't know
at what point do they become a dynasty? Is this?
Oh, if they win this one,
it's dynasty.
They're a dynasty.
Yeah.
Like if they win this one, they not only are they a dynasty, they're one of the best teams in basketball history. Like they're up there with Jordan and Kobe and Shaq Lakers and the Showtime Lakers and the 86 Celtics. Like, they're right there with them.
They're close. I mean, yeah. they're not going to win 11 championships like the Celtics. I mean, they're not that
Bill
dynasty.
Not
Bill Russell caliber dynasty.
But they're definitely Jordan-esque with 4 rings going to 5 series. You know what I mean? Like, especially, and that's even if they break up, because there's still a chance that they have next year. Because let's say KD does leave to go be a Knick or something. They still have Klay, Steph, and Draymond, who won 73 games without Kevin Durant.
Oh, yeah. I do not. I mean,
like, this team isn't going anywhere.
No, people expect this team, once they lose one of these pieces, to be bad. But if you remember, I mean, they were good 4 years ago.
They were amazing without him. So it wasn't like they lost a lot.
Yeah. I mean, if you go by records, they've gotten worse since adding. I mean, they had that 74-2 games.
73 and 9.
73 and 9, yeah, the game when they didn't have Kevin Durant. So
we talked about the best team. So let's go to one of the worst teams. The most shocking bad team in the league right now, the Houston Rockets.
Are they 1-7 now?
1-7.
What a shit show this is.
This is a fucking dumpster fire.
So
it starts with the 4
Which
first-round picks.
I want to make
Jimmy
it clear,
Butler.
I couldn't be happier.
No, I love it.
Could not be happier.
I love this.
I mean, there's not a team that I want to fail more than the Houston Rockets. I mean, especially as a Blazers fan, fuck them. Let them.
Shit on them.
Let that whole shit burn to the ground.
Hey, y'all shit on them.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Oh,
we'll talk
it
about
was
Portland. We'll talk about Portland.
So-
but yeah.
This is a dumpster fire. The wheels are about to fall off, and people don't want to like freak out because they always say that it's early in the season. But when you start this poorly,
Yeah,
you don't just flip a switch.
When you have the team that they have some questionable pieces, but Carmelo's been playing great. I mean, he's playing way better than expected. And
Okay,
his
that's
defense,
fair.
And he looks like he's trying on defense.
I feel like he has.
I just read something where his percentage is pretty fucking good for his opening games.
Yeah,
he's been the highlight of this team for sure. I would say. I mean,
yeah, I do agree with that. He has been playing well. It's realistically what this comes down to right now is they miss Ariza. They 100% miss Ariza. The defense isn't there is really what it comes down to.
oh yeah, well that was a huge loss.
Like Ariza was a huge loss, and now we're looking at this team like a dumpster fire. Trying to trade for Jimmy Butler with 4 first-round picks was 100% out of desperation.
Yeah. yeah.
Like,
I totally even forgot about it. That's the most insane thing.
4 first-round picks.
That's
Brandon Knight, Marquise Chris for Jimmy Butler.
yeah. It's oh man. It's
Like-
it's an insane take for Minnesota even. I mean, because it's a huge gamble. I mean, 4 first rounds. That's insane. Yeah.
Especially if Houston does end up doing better, because now you have late first-round picks, which
But
are pretty much worthless.
how desperate? Yeah. Do you
Well,
have
no,
to-
it's 100% out of desperation.
Yeah, I mean,
like
that is
they
desperate though. I mean,
they
what does that say to the
100%.
rest of the league? We're like, they're obviously panicking.
No, they obviously realize that they can't compete with Golden State this year.
No.
Like maybe at the beginning you could make the argument that they had the opportunity to go back and compete with them.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, at the start of the season, I think 100% they thought they were going to compete.
I think everybody did. Like I don't
Yeah,
think
I mean-
anybody saw this start coming. And it's not like this team isn't going to get better because they are going to make playoffs. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that like, they're not going to make playoffs. They're going to be one of the worst teams in basketball.
We were skeptical about this team. I mean,
we definitely were on the train of it's not going to be as good as it was last year.
No, and I think they had a high ceiling and a very low floor. Also.
Well, I definitely think they're still in the playoffs because they do still have one of the best players in the league with James Harden, who's currently not playing.
Yeah, he's not playing. But oh my god, if this is what it's like when Harden's not on the floor, they're in trouble.
Well, they've just had so much shit happen. I mean, after the fight, and now you have Carmelo trying to come off the bench. You have Chris Paul virtually being non-existent in all these games.
Yeah, I don't know what's going through Chris Paul's head right now. I mean, he's got to be very angry. He's got to be questioning why he came to Houston.
I mean,
he should have went to fucking Dallas with DeAndre.
Well,
I mean, right now they're about even. I mean, they're about the same.
I would rather be Dallas right now. At least you have a young future with Luka.
Exactly.
But
this team is
the wheels have fallen off.
good.
The only thing you can say right now is like, well, here's hoping you get that mid-season push going.
Yeah,
Because
it's still really early.
I mean,
they're
it's
still a
obviously
good
really
team,
early, but when you see this every year, when a team starts slow, it does tend to take a lot of time for them to catch back up. Like, this isn't going to be a number 1 seed. Like, it wouldn't shock me if they miss one of the top 4 seeds.
Yeah,
Because the way Denver's playing, Denver could easily be one of those top 4 seeds. And I'll even throw Portland into that because I do like what they're doing defensively. Finally,
we'll talk power rankings. We'll get into, but on this Houston team is I again, couldn't be happier. couldn't have wanted a team more to fail in my view. I hate Harden's game. But Carmelo had 28 points off the bench last night.
Yeah.
9 of 12 shooting.
He did play well.
That's good, Carmelo.
Well, we do know, like, Carmelo, nobody's ever said Carmelo can't play basketball well. It's just come down to the fact that can he do it consistently?
Yeah.
Because he had good games in OKC last year, but when it came down to it in the playoffs, we saw him put up terrible shots like he always does.
And it's
every
about
year.
him not wanting to come off the bench, still
Not
thinking
wanting to
he's
come
the
off the
guy when
bench,
it's
yeah.
just not the reality. If he played better defense, maybe he could. I mean, be in the talks to start.
He's
but
never played good defense.
No.
His entire career.
No.
Like, even going back to Syracuse.
But
he
even
just
now
wasn't
it's
a
even-
defensive. Yeah, he wasn't a
But
locker.
watching him on OKC, he just looked like he wasn't trying at all. Like he just
It
gave
literally
no-
looked like sometimes he walked back.
Yeah.
Like, he did not give a fuck about this team.
Which I do not know. I don't know why. I mean,
Well,
if you're gonna try on a team, try on OKC.
Let's look at another team that's kind of been struggling.
Yeah.
OKC's right there, too.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely.
Like, the Thunder are nowhere near what they should be. Because it's not even like anybody's injured. They have a full squad except for Roberson.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and they have Schroeder now coming.
Schroeder,
Yeah,
who's
Schroeder,
been
yeah.
playing very well. I mean, Schroeder's... If you look at this roster, this team should easily be able to pick it up.
Raymond Felton. I don't like that. Right off the bat, that's the first name my eyes lock on.
Isn't that an old Blazer alum?
He still gets booed.
Does he really?
He still gets booed.
That's just mean.
People will never forget when he was on the Blazers, dude.
He was a shit show.
God. He fat, very fat. Just did
He
not.
might have the worst body in basketball.
Did not try. Look at that guy. He looked like he just got off the couch.
That's a point guard?
Yeah.
I thought it was a center.
I swear
No.
he doesn't have bad stamina though.
He
Yeah.
runs all the time.
But he
I
was
mean,
horrible. in
It's not
Portland.
like they're doing poorly. They're doing horribly. They're doing a lot better than Houston is. But
Yeah,
sitting
and
at 4-4,
I don't even think he ever plays on the.
averages 9 points. He comes in and hits his 3 threes. That's what he does.
Yeah, but adding Nerlens Noel, we talked about it when we were.
He's played well. Is really what it comes down to. He has played well.
Yeah, in the West, the West has obviously been the biggest surprise.
I
where
feel like
good teams are playing bad and some bad teams are playing good. With the Kings,
I was about to say the Kings.
the Kings who
De'Aaron Fox?
might be the best team in the NBA
They
right
have
now.
like 3 dudes averaging like 17 points or more.
Yeah, and De'Aaron Fox
De'Aaron Fox
came to play this
Buddy
year.
Hield.
He came to play this year. Yeah,
Willie Cauley-Stein, same thing.
yeah, but oh man,
Do you,
Kings are just depressing.
I
to
just,
me. It's
I always want to believe that they're going to keep it
They're
up,
never
but
gonna
there's
give
just no chance.
that town
they
is
keep it up.
never. I mean, I'm sure they probably say the same thing about Portland, but that town is never going to be good. And move that team to Seattle. Quit clowning
Honestly,
around.
Yeah, I would take this
Have
team.
you been
This
to
team's
Sacramento?
fun.
Oh, what a
I've-
depressing place.
I've driven
a
through
lot
it.
of strip malls. I'll tell you that much.
A lot of strippers.
a lot of strippers, a lot of strip malls. Not a fun place to be.
It's not a good place for kids.
No, it's-
is really what it comes down to. It's a good way to.
How they have a
Get your
basketball
street
team.
cred.
Yeah, it's a good way to get stabbed. But yeah, let's talk about power rankings.
All right, let's
into
get
it.
into this.
You want to go first, west, or do you want to go east? How do you want to do it?
Let's start in the West. I mean, the West is really what it comes.
Okay. Well, what's your number one?
Obviously, it's. Let's just roll.
Kings.
It's Golden State.
Oh, what?
You're right. It's the Kings.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's Golden State.
It's Golden State for sure.
They're
which we don't need to talk about them.
the best team in basketball.
Yeah.
Maybe in basketball history. Like, it's their point differential right now is 13.5.
Yeah. I mean,
Like-
I don't. Yeah, we pretty much talked about it when we were
People don't
busy
compete
blowing
with
Steph
them.
Curry
Yeah.
earlier, but yeah, there's no team that has stepped up and said, "Hey, we'll give it a try." This is the Goliath right now, and the only chance it's gonna have to be a David situation where someone.
The only team.
It could be the Kings. Who knows? It
Hey.
could.
Sacramento gets that 8th seed.
That could be an upset. I don't.
I doubt it.
At this point, just looking at this point right now, I would want to see New Orleans as the 8th seed. I think they have the biggest chance to upset Golden State.
I don't think anybody has a chance to upset.
No,
Golden
I
State.
think out of the teams, we're like
The one team I would like to see get that matchup though would be the Lakers to get that 8th seed.
yeah, that would be fun.
That would be fun.
That would be extremely fun because there'd be a lot of fights.
There would be a lot of fights. We'd see Lance Stevenson bullying Steph Curry, which I
Yes.
think would be great TV.
Yeah, you have some of the biggest talkers. You got Andre Drummond, who's just yaps the entire goddamn game. He plays the mental game. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Draymond never shuts up.
Yeah, and you have Lance Steeman, the meme king,
Who literally just blows in
he's
ears.
blowing in your ear the entire.
He's blowing
it's
in your ear. He's
damn
tickling
near
that butt.
It's damn near impossible to play where you got some guy blowing in your ear.
Almost impossible.
It's damn near impossible to do anything when you have someone, and I know that from prison.
You've never been to prison.
No, I know prison stories.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but yeah, Golden State.
Yeah, it's not difficult.
9-1.
It's Golden State. 2. Who's your
2.
second?
Who's my second? I have to go to my list and see, but I think it's Denver. Ooh, yeah, Denver. I have Denver as my number 2 right now.
I too have Denver at number 2.
Whatever this is, they struggled from the field early, but now they're
This
just
entire team is good. There's not one player that when they come onto the court where you're like, this guy's a bum.
yeah. I don't.
They have an entire team filled with dudes who can play. They're the one team that beat Golden State.
Yeah,
And they did it defensively.
Yeah, they're another team that I think. I mean, we had them ranked pretty high before the season. I mean, not Denver high, but
high enough to be like, this team, we pretty much said it. They have the chance to be
absolutely.
They have a very high ceiling.
And yeah, they're killing it right now.
And right now, Jokic looks like an MVP candidate. You have Gary Harris. You have Jamal Murray all playing out of their minds.
when this team is playing good, I mean, they're good.
When they're on,
when they're on,
like
they're on.
they can compete with anybody.
But again, I think that's another team where I think everyone needs to keep playing this well. I mean, if
it's not going to sustain. Like, obviously, they're going to take a step back eventually.
yeah, it's going to plateau at some point. But biggest surprise, I mean, watching their game, they're playing good basketball.
And they play fundamentally sound
exactly.
basketball.
Yeah, they're not.
Ball
they're not a
movement-
highlight team.
No,
They're
no.
not-
Their
you're
ball
not gonna see
movement,
them
though,
on
is
top.
great.
Yeah, and their defense, like you said, their defense has been.
And they've all stepped it up. And
Yeah.
Jokic, right now, probably one of the better passing big men we have in the league. Actually, probably the best passing big man we have in the league.
Yeah.
For a dude who doesn't do a lot of things like there's nothing that he does great. He just does everything good.
Yeah,
And he's so good at everything.
the biggest
is really
thing,
what it
I
comes
guess,
down
is
to.
him just not doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like, every once
I
in a
mean,
while,
he
he'll do
only
something-
averages 19.4. He doesn't average that many points, but if you look at this, like their starting 5 all averages in the teens.
Yeah,
Millsap, Murray, Barton, Harris, Jokic. 13, 15, 16, 18, 19. All of them average. The entire team is good.
yeah, absolutely. No,
Like-
like they're, I mean, good. I'm glad. I would gladly see Denver take Houston's spot. In the ranks of.
We have a weird thing going on right now in basketball where all these young guys that we kept waiting to be good are finally good.
Yeah, it honestly might be it where we're seeing these
Like,
guys.
we're seeing these old guys kind of get pushed aside.
Yeah, and we're seeing these guys that maybe weren't good the last few years, but are finally have the experience where they can step up. We're seeing, I mean, when you talk about them, we're seeing the same thing with Portland.
Yeah. Well,
Where-
that's my third team. So.
That's my third team also,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, this Portland team.
I
kid.
like-
you
they're
slept
fun to
on them.
watch.
You
I
slept on
will-
them like
I had 'em at
everyone
the
else.
AC.
Yeah. Now it's gonna hurt you.
Well,
This team is. We gotta talk about
let's-
Zach Collins, who
that's about to say it. The fact that he's not in the starting lineup is fucking ridiculous.
Being a fanboy, put that aside. Zach Collins, he's playing like one of the best big men in the NBA right now.
No, I still think Nurkic is soft, but Zach Collins is the perfect guy to have him play with because
Yeah. No.
for a dude that looks like he's here to do your taxes, he's gonna swat the fuck out of you.
Oh, for a guy who looks like he's about to haze you at the frat
Yeah,
house.
like
he's about to do some
take the
weirdly
pledge battle to you.
borderline gay stuff with you. He does. Yeah, he does. He has a very punchable face. I'll tell you that.
He looks like he always smells something shitty.
Yeah, but
Like, he just got that nose to him.
Yeah, he's got that face that he looks like
He smells
he
a fart.
assumes he's a lot better than you.
He did go to Gonzaga.
He's got the alt-right haircut
Yep.
where he looks like he's about to.
He definitely wears a MAGA hat on his off time.
But seriously, his defense has been insane.
Oh, it's been amazing, and
he's contesting every shot at the rim. It's
weird that he's not starting.
yeah.
It's really what my biggest issue with this team right now is he'd be such a better starter.
If it ain't broke, don't don't fix
Okay.
it. Right now,
have you
that
watched
bench,
Layman play?
Yeah, but I mean, Layman plays small forward though.
Who's playing 4 then
In
in the starting lineup?
I guess he is playing 4.
Yeah, he's been playing 4.
Yeah. But that's only because Harkless is out.
But start Collins then.
Yeah. That bench is the biggest improvement and biggest surprise for me. That bench works so well.
I
for
do
guys
like
that
the
haven't
bench.
played. Their chemistry is
But
insane.
it's just
And for being one of the worst benches ever, I mean,
very true. They've always had a very terrible bench.
Very terrible bench.
Awful.
They average like 14 points.
And like I don't take anything away from like Aminu and like Harkless, but these guys should never be.
No, Aminu's playing the power forward. He's playing the 4.
Is he?
Yeah, I think that would make more sense to me
It
than.
would make more sense, but I know Layman started versus the Pelicans.
Yeah,
That was because Julius Randle took his ass and Nurkic's ass.
Oh,
to
absolutely.
school.
Yeah, but Well, Julius Randle was unfucking stoppable. Like,
Yeah,
he was scoring
Julius.
at.
The Blazers.
But I like Julius Randle a lot.
We made that statement that
I like him in that New Orleans game
They're-
a lot. That's the Lakers fucked up bad.
They fucked up with Randall and Brook Lopez.
Yeah.
They that team would be a lot better if they had both of those guys.
Yeah, well,
still.
you'd have a lot more fucking
shooting and
experience on that team where you have like LeBron just kind of facilitating everything, and I don't know, he's trying to rub off on everyone, but
it's
not working.
It's not working. Well, tonight the Blazers play the Lakers again.
Yep.
What is it? 16 right now, going on 17.
Yeah, tickets are a little cheaper than they were the first game.
Nuh-uh, I just was told that I had to pay $50 for standing room only.
That's what I saw too. But
I was like, nah,
you couldn't find $50 tickets for the first game. You couldn't find anything.
That's
I mean,
very
yeah,
true.
you couldn't.
The standing room only were like 75, 100.
Yeah, for fuck,
I'm not gonna pay $100 to stand.
Yeah,
I'm not a peasant.
Yeah, I would have paid $50. I probably would have paid $50 for the opening game.
Yeah,
because that's to see LeBron first. But yeah.
Yeah, at this point,
Yeah, they're playing the Lakers. I have the utmost confidence that we're gonna beat the Lakers at home. I just don't.
You should beat the Lakers at home.
I mean, I don't. But
I mean, at this point, let's be honest.
But Lillard's
killing too. 28. He's averaging 28 points.
He's
I mean,
still the number one scorer of the NBA. I think.
Is he?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Mason. 29.
29.1.
I don't know if he's leading or not.
No, I would assume Clay probably has more.
No, Clay. I think Clay only averages like 19, even though he had that 50-point game.
Again, it's early in those fucking 50-point games.
You know what bothers me right now in like NBA TV? They keep giving the playoff seeding of where they would be.
I know.
It's
early.
Fucking November.
Yeah,
Let's cool it. Because
Steph Curry has 32.
God, but 32.5.
Yeah. Dame's second, 29.
But Kemba's right there with 29. Embiid, I didn't know Embiid was killing like that, if we're being honest. That's another team I've been fairly disappointed with, is the Sixers.
Yeah, which are playing right now.
Oh, that's very
Against
true.
The Pistons. Okay, let's. Who's your fourth?
Fourth. Let's see. What do I got here? What's your fourth? Let's go with that. I'm going to ask you first.
Well, it's a great question. Fourth in the West, I think I have. Is it Utah? Look at my list. Portland. Yeah, I think I have Utah as my
You have
fourth.
Utah as
Yeah.
4.
Which Utah is also a weird team.
They're sitting at 4-4 right now.
Yeah, they're sitting at 4-4. Their offense is a lot better, but their defense is a
took
lot
a
worse
step
somehow.
back.
Well, yeah, Rudy Gobert, he's playing his best offensive game, but he's really
And it's not even like he's playing bad defensively. It's like the rest of the team kind of stepped back.
He is playing a lot worse than he was last year. I just saw
He
some
still
stat where-
averages like 2.5 blocks.
Yeah,
though. Like it's
yeah.
not like
Well,
he's
gonna get
doing
those.
terribly.
No, he absolutely. But this, yeah, I don't know. For some reason, they can't. If their offense is good, their defense is bad. Defense is good.
Offense is bad.
horrible. Yeah,
Yeah,
So I don't. This team can't. But
it's another
I
thing-
still have. They're still fucking stacked, and
They're
they
still so
and they
good.
still play good defense.
But it's
Let's not
another
get that
weird
wrong.
thing. Rubio hasn't been shooting either. Like Rubio's only averaging 10 points right now, which is a bizarre thing because last year he took a step forward
Yeah.
offensively. Like last year he shot
Maybe
the
that's
best
because
he ever shot in
he's
his
getting
career.
more. He's getting more people involved now, maybe. But I mean, I never expect Ricky Rubio to go off shooting.
No,
I mean, I
but
never expect
he's
him to
only
be an
averaging
offensive
10
piece.
points.
Yeah,
I just feel like that's low for him.
Yeah.
He's more of like a 15 to 20 guy in that range where it's like he's not gonna beat you, but he's always gonna contribute.
I wonder
And
what
as
his
of late
I wonder what his assists are though.
7.9.
7.9.
7.6.
See, he's still.
Yeah, that's a great.
He's
passer.
moving the ball. Yeah, he's moving the ball great.
That's always been his best part of his game is his on-court awareness.
I just
and-
felt like it's weird because last year we saw him take such a step forward in his career for
Yeah.
when it came to shooting and like offensively, and it's odd to see him regress. Is kind of what it seems like.
well, the whole team is kind of doing or
Well, even
Everyone
Donovan
but
Mitchell,
him,
because
yeah.
even Mitchell's been putting up terrible shots.
yeah.
Like Mitchell hasn't been shooting well from the field whatsoever.
There's been some guys that are just not underperforming. We didn't talk about it, but CJ McCollum on the Blazers is underperforming big
He
time.
was quite underwhelming.
His shooting has not been great. But yeah, Donovan Mitchell is not. His shooting isn't great. But I still have faith in this.
Yeah, this
Jazz
is
team.
it's still a very good team.
Yeah,
like don't
absolutely.
like the Jazz will
of
be
course,
there at the end of the year.
They are playing in the West, where I think this team, if they were in the East, would kill.
I think
But they did play against D Rose, scoring 50 points.
well, they lost to Memphis twice.
Yeah, you can't lose to Memphis.
And so is Memphis good this year?
No.
They're sitting at 5-2. Gasol and Conley are playing like it's the
But
grit and grind.
Didn't Utah just come off the 3-1 road trip? I mean, they did
I
pretty.
don't.
I'm pretty sure they just came off a road trip where they did as good as the Blazers.
I
did
just
in
know
the room, which is
that they're
big.
4-4 and they've lost to Memphis twice. Because I know they lost last night to Memphis,
Yeah,
which
I don't know. I don't think Memphis is good.
I just Gasol and Conley are playing like
And, yeah.
Gasol and Conley again. I don't know if they can, hold this, but for right now, Memphis is good.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said. This is a weird start to the NBA.
Yeah,
There's
this
some weird-
this might be the odd.
Yeah.
This might be the weirdest start we've had. In the
All right.
years.
So what's your fifth?
I'm gonna go with the Spurs. Every year we count this
Whoa.
team out. Like the past 3 years, we've said they weren't going to be good. They didn't have the players. Pop's getting old, and every year,
I don't know what Pop's getting old at ever had. It's not like he's on the court playing. I mean, as long as that brain is still working, he'd be in a fucking wheelchair and he could still.
To be fair, that might be what they're talking about when Pop gets old. He's losing the old mind.
I don't.
And now,
You can. I never count the Spurs out because I think Greg Popovich is the best NBA coach of all time. He can he develops players.
he's right there with Phil
Oh, yeah,
and Pat.
absolutely.
Like, he is...
But I never I don't think he ever had the star power that Phil Jackson had. He
No.
never,
Yeah, he
Phil
always
Jackson. Don't
did.
get me wrong. Phil Jackson is a great
But
coach.
he didn't
He
have
had
Jordan,
He had
Pippen, Horace Grant,
Kobe.
like,
Kobe,
Kobe,
Shaq.
Shaq.
Yeah. Let's not get it wrong. He always had the best available players in the league.
yeah.
Wherever he was.
Well, that
and look at
Bulls
Phil
team
Jackson in New York right now. He's an insane. He's like the crazy old
doesn't even-
hermit.
doesn't
You
even-
go-
he doesn't even work there anymore. He
yeah,
got fired.
Oh, yeah, exactly. He got fired. I totally forgot about it. Yeah, he was horrible.
So DeRozan might be the biggest story so far.
DeRozan and Aldridge, though. Aldridge he's damn near averaging a double-double. Aldridge has been going off. But yeah.
DeRozan is killing.
DeRozan's doing awesome, but I expect it from him.
I'm glad that Pop put him in a system that really just influences his skills because he is more of an old-timey basketball player. He doesn't have that three ball. He's more of a get in the lane, draw the foul, or you're going to give up a dunk or a layup.
Fundamental.
That's
what Pop loves.
He's the perfect spur is really what it comes down to because him and Aldridge run a pick and roll that not a lot of teams can stop.
Yeah.
Like, they have a pick and roll, and it busted the Lakers' ass.
No, this team is still. I mean, they're still good. They still have Rudy Gay. I'm
not a fan of their guard situation outside of DeRozan.
Well, yeah, I'm not. And their bench isn't.
Nah, it's not good. It's very old. Is really what it comes down to. The bench has some years on it
for sure. I mean,
she's got mileage on her.
They still have Quincy Pondexter on the roster.
Gasol is still here too.
Yeah.
So let's if we're gonna talk about old men, let's throw out Patty Mills.
I will be very sad when Powell retires. I love Powell.
Everybody will be.
I love his game. I love
I love both Gasol brothers. That's why I always love when Memphis is so good because Memphis plays basketball like it's the 90s.
Yeah. Definitely the Gasol brothers do.
They did not realize older school, there was their culture change.
Good.
Like they play basketball.
Meaning they play defense.
Yeah. Nobody else does.
Yeah. I know.
Look at this shit. 20, 15, 14. Jaren Jackson's killing too. That's good for them.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I love Memphis. Memphis is my 6th. I just put them in as of right now.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yep. I love Memphis.
I'm not. I'm gonna do New Orleans. Narlands.
This is such an odd team to me. Because you see how bad they're going to be if Anthony Davis leaves.
Yeah, but I love, we talked about it earlier, but Julius Randle on that team. He's Julius Randle.
He should definitely be, Alvin Gentry should put him into the starting lineup. He should start at 4, and the Mirotic should come off the bench.
Yeah. I mean, you really have no one on that. I mean,
I love Mirotic. I think he's a perfect person to come off the bench.
I loved him in Chicago. He
was an ace.
As far as white guys go, we can
lean on him and Joe Ingles.
He's our guy. But he's a great shooter. And but having Julius Randle come off the bench though is huge. I mean, at least you have someone on that bench
because he does come in and eat.
Oh, absolutely.
He gets his. That's 100%. He always gets his.
Yeah. But so 6 for me.
Memphis was my 6th. I don't even have a reason. I love Marc Gasol and Conley still. I'll always believe in them until they get traded. Those are the 2 Spurs players that
if they had Zach Randolph, I would be a little more confident.
Zebo.
But they got rid of Zebo, so I'm
All right, who's your 7th?
My 7th. Who is my 7th? I think I have. God, I really want to put the Timberwolves in there, but they're 4 and 5. So my 7th, I gotta go Kings. I gotta do it. I have to go Kings right now.
I'm not putting the Kings in mine.
What?
I won't do it. I don't care.
You have to. We have to go based off what's happening right now in the NBA. We can't do future. We got to go right now. We can't predict. Right now, the Kings are playing. They are playing basketball for the first time in a long time. They are in the game.
They are actually a basketball team.
They're an actual functioning group of guys that can score, can kill you.
It's good that they're not the worst team in basketball. It's really what it comes down to.
But a lot of young guys. But look at fucking De'Aaron Fox. I mean, he's playing like he wants an MVP spot. He's playing like he wants to go anywhere. Besides Sacramento.
He's definitely playing every time I watch him play, I feel like he's trying to stick it to the Lakers for drafting Lonzo before him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, what a fuck up. I mean, they fucked up bad on that. Yeah, I mean,
but to be fair, to the Lakers' credit,
hype. That was magic. That's all magic.
Lonzo and LeBron play amazing together.
Yeah, well, Lonzo is a great passer.
Which leads me into my 7th, which is the Lakers.
Oh my God,
They're 3-5. So here's the thing: they're 3-5.
Yeah,
They don't lose by a lot. They're literally in the
The
game.
margin is like a 0.2.
Yeah.
For losing.
They're right on the cusp of being very good. Like, it's not even, you can't argue with it.
I don't think so. I do not think.
They're in every game. They compete with every team. They just have a bunch of young guys who can't finish.
The raw talent is there.
Yeah.
But someone just needs to sculpt it down. I mean,
Which is why I am pretty sure Luke Walton's going to get fired before the season ends. Like, he's not the guy to mold this talent. He's just not.
I mean, but it's hard to blame him for any. They're 3-5 right now,
can't-
which 3-5 is better than what I thought they were going to be. I mean,
and they have played a fairly difficult schedule.
yeah, and they're still in the West. I mean,
Well, let's be fair. The West isn't nearly as good as it once was.
yeah, but you do have one of the best.
Because as
teams
of
all
right
time.
now,
yeah. Well, with Houston
the
dropping,
East is the most is the more competitive.
yeah. Well, yeah. As far as top 4 teams go,
Yeah, the East is stacked.
But
But as
the
of right
West,
now,
the West has potential to be. I mean, right now they haven't showed it, but the West
I think the West
with the Jazz underperforming.
outside of the Warriors are going to win this conference. It's really what it comes down to. Like, nobody else has enough pieces. And you saw the Rockets notice this, realize it, and thought, "Oh, we can't beat this team." So that's why Jimmy Butler.
I never thought they had the hopes in the first place of beating Golden State. I mean,
we saw it last year.
picking Carmelo up.
Yeah, the Carmelo thing was rough.
Yeah,
The Carmelo thing was
at that point. I don't think. Yeah, you're not gonna enhance your team, but yeah, Houston is the biggest surprise for sure. What a fall off.
So yeah, Lakers at 7, 8th. What do you got 8th?
I have the Thunder.
Yeah, Thunder at 8.
Thunder at 8 still. They should be doing better than they're doing. I don't know why. It's for some reason people can't play around Russell Westbrook. I mean, I don't know if he's too good or he's just bad at facilitating.
He's a terrible facilitator. He should not start at point guard anymore. The fact that he's like, even Allen Iverson realized that he's not a point guard.
Yeah, you could. I mean, he is a straight up scorer.
He's a 2. He's a 2.
Averaging 8.8 assists though. I mean,
he's a stat patter though.
Yeah,
like, this is all garbage time. Like, I people want to give Russell Westbrook all this credit for being an amazing teammate. He's not.
No.
Like, this team is not.
I have no doubt that he wants to win.
I'm sure he wants to win.
I think he wants to win more than anyone. I think he plays damn near harder than anyone plays in the NBA.
He literally plays basketball like that kid in gym class who tried at everything. And you're like,
Yeah.
all right, bro, calm the fuck down. It's kickball.
Why
like,
are you playing so goddamn? We're on those little scooter things.
yeah.
Why
and
are
he's,
you
like,
ramming
fucking
kids?
knocking people off? You're like, hey, easy.
Yeah, we're in 4th grade.
Jesus.
Kid. Take it easy.
This isn't the Olympics, dick.
Those kids, yeah. Well,
That's how he plays basketball. He's 110%.
yeah.
every
You gotta
time.
admire it though. You gotta admire it. Would
He's
he be better at the 2? Probably. And
100%.
putting
With the team-
putting Schroeder
Schroeder
in
in
number,
the-
at the 1.
The team would be better.
But I don't think you could ever. I don't even think you could bring it up to him.
Well, not
You
Billy
could-
Donovan. Billy Donovan's a pussy.
I don't
He's
think-
he's not an NBA
Because
coach.
it'd be so. I mean, he's still one of the best players in the NBA.
No, 100%.
I mean,
Would this team not be better if Schroeder started at the 1?
I would love to see it, and I think they almost have to do it if it gets any worse than what it is right now.
Because right now they're sitting at 4-4. It's not like last night they murdered the Wizard.
Yeah, no, they get. I mean,
They have all
They're
the talent.
stacked.
They
Yeah,
have all the
they're-
talent to be an amazing basketball team.
Paul George he's doing good. And he's averaging 22 points.
He did not play well when Westbrook was injured, though.
No, yeah,
He is definitely a Robin. He's not a Batman.
no, and that's yeah. Well, like I said, this team is so weird with Westbrook, and without him.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't win with him.
No.
And they, damn near can't win without him either. I mean, they
No.
need that 25 points a game. I don't know. I don't know who's going to step up and replace him if he does go down or
And
anything.
it'd have to be Paul George, but he's not that guy anymore.
Yeah.
We saw him in Indiana be that killer, but he's not really that guy anymore. He's not that killer who's going to have that take that final shot, who's going to drive the lane anymore. He's more of he's a second option.
Yeah, he's a great shooter though.
He's a great shooter,
He's a great
but he's a
shooter.
second option.
Yeah.
He's no longer the king.
It's odd, yeah. OKC slipping. Should we go to the East?
Yes.
Let's do it. Who's your number one in the East?
Toronto.
Of course.
I've been on Toronto's bandwagon all year.
No, they're my number one.
I
too,
will be
absolutely.
on Toronto's bandwagon until the season ends.
Even though
Defensively,
without Kawhi,
is Kawhi injured?
Kawhi was injured against Milwaukee in their Milwaukee
Oh.
game when they got absolutely smoked. So without Kawhi, what we've seen hasn't been pretty.
But with Kawhi,
With
they
Kawhi,
might
they're-
be the best.
Yeah, exactly.
They can
but it
compete
does
with
scare
anybody.
me that because Kawhi is a fucking workhorse,
but-
and he is injury prone. I mean,
I don't even know if he's injury prone. It wasn't like he was injured. He just sat.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I mean, but
and
yeah.
if you're Toronto, I'd rather just sit him.
It's-
We don't need him to play every night.
no, it's
'Cause
and
especially in the East, they know they're gonna make the playoffs.
yeah, but still, I mean, you don't when it's that tight with Celtics and everything. That 1 to 2 spot.
Well,
You
that
want
one to two,
spot,
100%. But I feel like we're gonna see that early in the season. There's no point of pushing.
It just scares me because Kawhi, to me, I would in the back of my head, I'd be like, is he gonna try? You know, he doesn't want to be here 100%. You know, he wants to be in LA. But so far, I mean,
But
he's
so
shown,
far,
yeah.
he looks like the MVP candidate.
Oh,
like
yeah.
when he plays defensively,
Yeah.
This team is so good from top to bottom. Their bench comes in, and it's almost like they don't miss a step.
Yeah.
Like-
no, they're stacked. And Kyle Lowry, the offense they run, he fits perfectly into it. I don't
Perfectly.
think I've seen him.
Lowry looks amazing.
Yeah, Lowry looks
like,
awesome.
He's only averaging 17, but we've seen him on multiple occasions be the guy to take the last shot.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
It's nice to see Kawhi like give him those reins because we do see a nice like ebb and flow between Lowry and Kawhi.
Oh, absolutely.
And
yeah,
Lowry
which is surprising because
Playing some of the best defense of his career.
Kyrie and DeRozan had such great chemistry.
Yeah.
You know, so coming in, you would think, but Kawhi has fit right into that
And
offense.
He's not averaging as much points as DeRozan is, but he does more defensively.
Oh, yeah,
to where
for
we've
sure.
seen like these amazing steals and dunks, and we're seeing him like
Yeah.
make no look steals.
It's hard to quantify his defense, you know,
Yeah.
because it's priceless.
He's another one
It's
of those
something
guys.
you have to have. Yeah,
He's like Draymond and Marcus Smart, where you can't quantify everything he does on the other side of the
yeah,
court.
but I'm sure everyone would agree though that they're probably the number one seed. I mean, that loss to Milwaukee was ugly, but again, it was, and I do think Milwaukee's a very good team. But Kawhi was out, but you can't let Milwaukee run on you. I mean, if they start
No.
running, you're gonna pay.
We'll get to Milwaukee because they're
Yeah.
up there too. But number 2, are you you a Celtics?
I'm gonna go with Celtics.
Okay, yeah. So we
Which
have,
to me it was tied between Celtics and Milwaukee.
but I felt mine was 2 up until the Celtics beat Milwaukee.
Yeah, absolutely. And we
Kyrie's
saw-
finally
and
Kyrie.
Oh, Kyrie's Kyrie.
Oh, Kyrie's killing. He
He's
shaved the fro.
He's playing that flat Earth basketball. He knows
He's
he
back.
knows we're on a flat plane. He
He
knows
does not care.
No, he doesn't care.
He does not care.
But
I'm glad he shaved the fro though. I'm glad that's done.
I'm also glad because he looked a little raggedy.
He was looking like John Wall.
That's
That
what I was
made
gonna
me
say.
nervous.
John Wall, who looked like
He-
who constantly looked like he just woke up from a
It-
5-hour
every
nap.
time.
He's
Always
groggy. He's
Looked like he didn't know where he was or
but
what
can
he
still
was doing.
play. So you never. That's a guy who would show up at the gym and be like, oh, I mean.
And then
This
he
guy looks like
hitting
he's not going to
threes.
try. Yeah. And you're like, oh, that's why he looks like that. Because he can. Because
Yeah.
he's unbelievable. But, yeah, this Celtics team.
We've seen in his last 2 games, Kyrie's back.
Yeah.
This team has the sky's the limit for this team. If
Absolutely.
there's a team that can push Golden State offensively, it's this team.
Yeah.
Toronto will try to play them defensively. Boston will challenge them offensively. Like, if you go through...
When it comes to players, too, I think this team is one of the most stacked teams in the NBA.
Oh, from top to bottom, this is...
Especially if the players that they think are going to be good are good, which so far
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Brown, Tatum, Kyrie, Horford, Smart,
Yeah.
Hayward, like,
Hayward.
all of
I think
them.
Hayward was the big question, too. But
And Hayward's playing well is what it comes down to. Like,
it's Jason Tatum, 7.9 rebounds.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
As a 3,
Yeah.
he doesn't even play big. Like, the team has a very high ceiling. I mean, we did see him struggle a little early in the season with the loss to Toronto, but we're pulling straws when you try to like quantify what this team does wrong.
Yeah,
like there's not a lot. They have the best coach. Kyrie Irving at the end of the season could easily be an MVP candidate, especially after his last 2 games where we've seen him be fully healthy and he is cooking people.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere.
It's when Kyrie plays good, that whole team plays good. I mean, when he's leading the charge, that whole team is it's fluid and
he leads such
a
fluid offense.
It's the coaching the coaching is a huge part of it too. But
Brad Stevens might end up being one of the best basketball coaches we've ever seen. Like,
I hope so. I mean,
just what he's done with the teams he's already had is astounding.
Yeah,
So,
Boston, but yeah, we're not surprised about that.
No. 3, Milwaukee.
I got Milwaukee, too,
I was
yeah.
high. I love Milwaukee. I love the way they play.
Undefeated until
Boston. And the crazy thing is, they shot, what was it? Boston made 24 threes.
Same, yeah. I love this Milwaukee team. They play fast. They're young guys. When they're playing good, it's a very exciting basketball.
And they fit perfectly in Bud's system.
Yeah.
And Giannis, now in Coach Bud's system, he has all these guys who shoot, so it gives him that opportunity to get one-on-ones in the lane. Nobody is stopping Giannis when he drives the lane.
No, not an isolation play for sure. I mean, you can't.
When it's one-on-one, he's getting that bucket or he's getting fouled. Like, there's no...
Well, you're not going to block him.
No.
You're never
His
going to block him.
arms are too long. He's too big. This system fits so well for him, and we see it time in and time out. Like,
yeah,
this man is a goddamn freak. Like, he's the Greek freak for a reason. Like,
and them adding Pat Connaughton, huge.
he's a great coming
no,
off the bench.
I loved him in Portland. Yeah, no, this team is. It's kind of it's a motley crew.
It's a motley crew.
It's a motley crew.
I don't love,
but that's what I love about them is they didn't. They're not going to draw any star power to Milwaukee, just like Portland isn't going to draw anyone to Portland, or Denver is not going to draw anyone to Denver.
But they have the right coach now,
and they developed that team, and they got young players that work well with other young players.
Yep.
But
and they brought in veterans like Brook Lopez and Eric Bledsoe to come in and like help with help the overall team vibe. And Brook Lopez doesn't do a lot for them, but
that's the only
he protects the rim, and that's all they need him for.
And that's the only thing where it's like, with them running, Brook Lopez slows the game down a lot because obviously he's not.
Does.
But I mean,
but
when it's a 4-on-3 and him lagging back, I mean, you don't need him down there.
Especially when you have a guy like Giannis in the court who can cover that ground.
He could stay back on the other side of the court just to play defense.
If we're being honest,
really.
Giannis can play center. Like, he's that big.
Oh yeah, he's versatile. He can play any the 5. He can play point guard. I mean,
he's one of those guys that can play.
He holds the ball like a grapefruit. So
this team,
it's good. I'm glad the East is finally showing up.
Well, I mean,
I used to be so mad when
I feel like we just had to get all these young
guys to develop. Yeah, because this is the future.
Giannis, Kawhi, Ben Simmons. The future is kind of in the East right now.
Yeah, well, it's freak athletes until they all go to LA.
Yeah, well,
they're all literally every player.
Every best player is going to be within like a 7-mile radius of each other.
Every young player goes to LA or Golden State. Who knows who they're going to sign next? But let's do.
What do you got for?
What do I got for 4? It's a great question. I think I have. These are all West teams. God damn.
I'll just go. I'm going to go with Indiana.
Okay, I was going to have Indiana also. Yeah, I go with Indiana too.
Another team. Fun team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sabonis is killing. Like,
Yeah, you got to again, young guys that are developing into, but
'Cause
you got to
Turner-
trust the Bird. You got to trust Larry Bird, and
He knows what he's doing. That's the thing. This is another young team. You have Miles Turner, who's finally developing into the defensive presence that we thought he was going to be.
Victor Oladipo, we were scared offensively, or I was at least somewhat worried offensively. I absolutely know he's going to be a monster on offense, but he's scoring. He's the guy. I mean,
He's
the
their
in
guy.
Indiana.
And then Sabonis and Turner down low are such an underrated front court.
Yeah, I love Sabonis.
Everybody does.
I love
He
Sabonis.
plays exactly like his dad.
Besides
really
the
what it
passing,
comes down to.
He was and 3-point shooting. Arvidas could hit a 3, and Arvidas passing, but he can absolutely develop. Don't be wrong, Arvidas was
He was also like 33
when he was a rookie in the NBA, so he had a lot
His
of years.
best years were overseas.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
and that was all because of fucking bullshit USSR and all that. We drafted Sabonis when he was
you
young.
drafted when he was a rookie, like when he was like 21, 22.
And we held on to him for fucking 10 years. or
Because
whatever.
you knew the talent.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is this team
Exactly.
They're not going to make any headlines. We're not going to see a lot out of them all season. Like they're not going to get a lot of like mainstream games. Like we'll see them play tonight versus the Celtics, which will be a good test for this team.
Yeah.
But
young guys that need to show up. Thaddeus Young has been playing good.
Thaddeus Young's been playing well. Tyreek Evans coming off the bench has worked. He gives them 10 off the
Darren
bench.
Carlson, who was just playing unbelievable basketball. Yeah.
It's same thing with Bojan Bogdanovic. Like,
yeah. Again, I think. Oh yeah, Bonovich is just playing with the most confidence
he's another one of those dudes. When he puts up a 3, I'm just gonna assume it's going in.
But again, like we said, I think it's the young guys fitting into the right system.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. It's the coaching and everything, because Indiana has figured out where to play these young guys out, and they've been doing great.
And Oladipo is a great leader for this team, especially for a team that really has no reason. He's playing in the state. You know, he played for the Hoosiers. He was an Indiana Hoosier.
Oh, absolutely. Don't get
So like, it's nice that
He's
this is where
corn-fed,
it's
yeah.
nice where this is where he's at now.
Yeah,
I feel like this
absolutely,
is the perfect city for him. So let's go to 5.
5. I have Philly.
I've been disappointed in Philly.
Philly at 5. So have I. I guess I don't know if disappointing is the word, but I'm a little surprised, I guess.
I'm not as surprised. I had reservations about them going into this year, considering the fact I didn't like Fultz starting. I feel like it's they have such an odd like makeup right now, because you are leaning on Markelle Fultz to start. But JJ Redick comes in the second half and has to win the game for you.
Yeah, well,
Like,
that's difficult. The difficult spot is JJ Redick and where to play him, I think.
but
and
it's not even difficult. He's obviously the only shooter you have. You have 2 guys who can shoot the 3.
But Joel Embiid, I mean, he's playing like he wants that MVP spot too. Joel Embiid,
He is. He's 100% playing
going
like
up.
he's an MVP dark horse. But Simmons has been fairly underwhelming this year.
Yeah.
Fultz has been the guy we kind of expected him to be. Like, he's not great. He's not bad.
Yeah, I think this team could see an upshoot in productivity.
I
for sure.
definitely feel like
I don't think
they're not gonna be
sit
bad
at the 7th.
No. They're gonna be up there by the end of the year. But
I think they can compete for that 4th spot.
to start the season,
Yeah.
this has been a little bit of
It's shaky.
It definitely has some concerns right now.
Yeah, but
more than anything. I mean, Ben Simmons he's not playing bad per se,
no, and I
but he's not playing to the level that we would assume Ben Simmons should play at.
yeah.
So,
He's been a monster on the assist.
yeah.
But he needs to score.
He has
you
to.
can't only rely on Joel Embiid to score
And
30
especially
points a night.
an injury-prone center
Yeah.
who gets worn down easily. You cannot be letting him take
Even their backup center? I don't even know.
Amir Johnson. And it's not.
Yeah.
It's not somebody you want to put in.
Their bench isn't great. I don't think their bench is strong.
They don't have anybody to spread the floor.
Besides
this is
Redick coming off the
I
bench.
like McConnell.
I think you almost
I've always
have
liked
to
McConnell,
have, you
but
almost have to have JJ Redick come off the bench with that.
I don't know. I really don't know what you do with this lineup. But they should have done more in the
You just got to
offseason.
play that starting five fucking 32 minutes a night. You got to they're young.
It's a good way to get injured, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have two. Ben and Embiid aren't like.
They're young. Run them.
They're young, but it's not like they're not injury prone already.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's questionable.
So
let's go to the 8th.
The 8th.
Oh, was that the 6th?
That was 5th.
Oh, that was 5th? Oh,
Yeah.
Well, let's just jump straight to the 8th.
right.
No. What do you got for the 6th?
Detroit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have Detroit also. Who, I wonder what their the score is right now. But I like Detroit, which is something I've never thought I'd say.
I like, you know what? Adding Dwayne Casey. Oh.
So it's Philadelphia, but it's close.
Adding Dwayne Casey, I felt like was great for them.
Yeah.
He's an amazing coach for them right now, and the Drummond Blake Griffin thing is working.
I know. Surprisingly.
Surprisingly, yeah, it's working.
Well,
Drummond is
Blake
averaging
Griffin,
16 rebounds.
the Blake Griffin thing is working. Let's say that.
Well, I didn't think him and Drummond were going to be able to play together.
Yeah, Blake Griffin is honestly he's the biggest surprise career-wise for me. Where he came in and he was really one-dimensional when he started out.
Yeah.
He dunked.
He dunked.
He
dunked on everybody.
He dunked well. He did that, but that's all. He was not a shooter.
No.
He did not. But now he's just knocking
His game
down.
is everywhere.
Yeah,
He can shoot threes.
His
He
shot
can
is nice. He's got a nice shot.
Yeah.
But
he also plays good D. Like people don't want to admit, but Blake Griffin plays good defense.
and he can still get fucking up there when he needs to.
That 50-point game,
Yeah.
he got the and one for the win versus the 76ers.
Crazy.
He's already had a great season, but I don't know how good this team will be at the end of the season. This might be one of those teams that burns
either
through
do
it.
I think that maybe they might stay in that.
You gotta
6, 7. I think they maybe 8th or 7th. They might stay around there. I think, but
you're really relying on Blake Griffin to be healthy all season.
yeah, you have to rely. I mean,
and that's
he is
such a fucking tough hole.
and he is the guy.
to break down.
Yeah.
Like he literally is like that old Chevy where you're like you're started up and you're like, all right, sounds good today.
And they're highly relying on him. I mean, he's
scoring 27.
Yeah, in Detroit, they need if he falls off.
They have no other offense on this fucking team.
They got Zaza, who's constantly trying to
Constantly
cripple
trying
people.
to step on people's feet. Like
He's just he's out there
I
for
cannot
blood.
wait till the Pistons play the Raptors and Kawhi sees Zaza.
I just hope so. I
Just
hate
fucking
Zaza.
takes that giant hand and crushes his head.
Get Zaza'd, yeah. Brutal. But yeah, Detroit.
Brutal.
Hopefully they stay with it.
We don't really got to talk about 7th and 8th. I'll just go Charlotte and Miami.
Yeah, that was gonna be mine. Charlotte.
I love Kemba
sure.
Walker.
I like this Miami team. I mean,
I wish they would just trade for Jimmy Butler.
yeah.
If Jimmy Butler goes anywhere, I want him in Miami because it makes the East.
They're
more
not
fun.
overplaying Wade.
Nope.
I mean, they're barely playing him. I mean, but when he comes in, he does great
Yeah,
stuff.
he still hits.
Yeah, they know his limitations exactly. I mean, I think he's an older guy. They know his last year, but this Miami team, they're pretty fun to watch. I like Dragic a lot.
Dragic has always been good.
Dragic is awesome. Yeah, Whiteside, he's automatic.
He's playing well. I mean,
just having Whiteside on the floor scares everyone. You can just see it. I mean,
he's such a big,
one-
lanky fucker.
He
is
doesn't have
really
to go
what
up
it
for the
comes
ball,
down
but just
to.
knowing he's down there by the rim,
Yeah.
every player has to take that into account.
No, he's a perfect rim protector. He's a freak.
Where no matter what you do, where you can shoot, he can block.
Yeah.
Damn near.
It's
and
same
he can
thing-
closes out. He closes out. He'll block
He's
you on the
fast.
3. Yeah, he
he's
closes a lot of distance in
fast.
a short amount of time.
Like, it's not like he's one of those unathletic big men. No, he's
no,
got
super
moves. He
athletic,
can
yeah.
get there.
But yeah, that's our ratings.
That's our rankings.
That's our power rankings.
Do you got a play of the you got a play
Do I have a play of the?
week or a play of 2 weeks?
I don't know if I have play of the week, but by far my player of the week would be Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose?
He's been my highlight for the season. Of this season, he's been. I mean, if this is how the season's going to play out, I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's going to be a crazy. I like it. I like it when teams. I like it when it's not expected. When we predict it. Of course, it's going to be Golden State, but right now it's a race for everything else. I think. I mean, second place in the West.
You have MVPs up for grabs. There's no one person that can really win MVP.
You have fucking some players that you think were gonna do great or not doing great. Rudy Gobert, he's not playing the defense, but he's amazing on offense now. It's gonna be a crazy season.
Yeah,
I predict a lot more fights. Hopefully, Rondo's still spinning in people's eyes.
LeBron's gonna slap somebody at some point.
It's not gonna be Chris Paul.
Nope, it'll be Lonzo.
Yeah,
or Brandon Ingram and LeBron are gonna fight. That'd be dope.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of teammates fighting. It's usually not a good.
Hey, if Jordan can do it, anybody can do it.
That's true. Well, if Jordan hits you in the face, you just gotta go. Oh, thank you, Mr. Jordan. Thank you for punching me in the face.
I mean, that's true. I mean, he did get his dad killed.
Allegedly. Conspiracy theories.
I'm just saying.
Conspiracy theories. All right. Well, until next week, right?
Till next week.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter. Mason usually does this part.
Yeah.
Twitter. Like and review us on iTunes. Are we on iTunes,
we on
now?
iTunes?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
We're not on
don't
iTunes.
do that then.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
But review us on YouTube. We are on YouTube.
Yes, we are on YouTube.
Follow.
Yeah, follow.
We're just gonna record this at one point.
Follow us in real life if you want. Just stalk us around. I'm not sure.
Don't stalk us.
No, we want. If we get stalked, that's a huge.
No,
that's a
no,
cornerstone of all podcasts.
No,
once we get a stalker,
nobody gets stalked.
What? People get stalked, Gideons. I do a lot of stalking myself.
You look like a stalker in that Carhartt beanie.
Yeah, all stalkers wear Carhartt. Just. You have to. I mean,
honestly,
if you're gonna be hiding out in a dumpster, if you're gonna be in the woods,
it's nice and warm. It keeps you
very durable clothing.
It's very,
very durable,
especially in the woods.
Yeah,
where it rains.
Stalkers do a lot of camping.
They really do. You gotta camp out houses, camp out cars, camp in cars.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's it. We're out.
Bye.